All right. Thank you very much, Sarah. We are 2 months from Alabama's primaries, so if you have questions about voting, we have the answers. Well, I may not, but Secretary of State John Merrill is here with us. You have the answers. Good to see you, John.
Good to see you, Ani.
All right, let's talk about it. So we're 2 months out. If people haven't registered yet, is there still time to do so?
Absolutely. We have until 14 days prior to the election for them to register. So the last day will be close of business on May the 10th. And of course, if they use the electronic system, they have until 11:59 that evening.
Oh, okay. Now that's an improvement. You have fun facts for us with numbers. So how many registered voters in the state of Alabama as of right now?
As of today, 3,628,530.
All right, good deal. I just like the numbers that you have. During the last election, we saw some changes because of COVID. Will we see those? Are they still in place, or what's changed?
No, because we wanted to accommodate our people who were concerned about going to the polls on Election Day and casting their ballot in that type environment. And so we actually designated a reason for them to be able to vote absentee. But now that's not in place because we're not under a declared state of emergency. So we still have those 10 excuses that you have to adhere to, but one of those is usually appropriate for any voter.
It'll fit. All right, what about absentee voting? When's our deadline and what's the procedure?
Well, actually, absentee voting begins tomorrow, which is 55 days before the election, and you can vote right up until the time of Election Day. Now, the last day to make application in the mail is on May the 17th. The last day to make application in person is May the 19th. The last day to return your ballot by mail, it must be received no later than noon on Election Day, and in person close of business on the 23rd.
You launched a voting initiative in the state, bringing back some well-known faces. We have video of a few of those. Let's take a look at Lionel Richie's. Tuskegee native.
No doubt.
So he mentions that. I like the way he says makes voting easy.
Absolutely.
A spin on easy like Sunday morning. And then you brought in former President Donald Trump. We have video of him as well. He brings up in this ad the stolen election.
Right.
Stolen in Alabama?
Right. No, absolutely not. And look, Ani, this is the thing that's so important. Now, I will tell you, both of those guys, and we were so thrilled to be able to get both of them to help us, but they both went off script a little bit. And I know that surprises you with President Trump, but we were able to get them to stay on message to do what we needed to do. But no, Alabama was recognized as the most secure, transparent, and accountable election administration of any state in the union in 2020. So we take a lot of pride in that.
These posters, too, I know there's one of Donald Trump here, Lionel Richie. You have Jimmy Buffett from the last election season. What about Democrat former presidents? You know, some people say, well, why would you not, reach out to them?
Well, that's a great question, and I knew that people would ask that question when we were able to secure President Trump. And everyone needs to know that we reached out to President Biden, we received a no. We reached out to President Obama, we received a no. We reached out to President Clinton, and we received a no.
Interesting.
And I had already spoken to Congresswoman Sewell and asked her to help us advance this effort a couple of years ago when it was the year of 100th anniversary for women's suffrage.
Nothing.
And she said no.
John Merrill, thanks so much for those deadlines and the information. Good to see you.
Honey, always good to be with you.
We'll be right